Hello all, I hope everyone is well. So today I'm back with an very interesting SQL question which often gets asked in various interview. So which is nothing but you need to find out the total users and new users from the input table. So let's just understand the problem, then probably we can jump into the solution. So we have a table called TBL, okay, and we have user ID and updated date. And if you see for the updated date 1/1/2023 we have two records. For 3/1/2023 we have one record, and for each date like 7/1 we have one record, 8/1 we have one record, and 9/1 we have two records. So what we essentially need to find is for each date, right, how many total users are there, and what is the percentage of new users. So this is nothing but the percentage, okay, percentage of new users. So if you see for 1st January we have two records, so that is the total user will be 2 and new user will be also 2, so 2 by 2, that is 100%, right? For 3rd January we have one record, so the total record count is also 2 now, right? Because this user ID is getting duplicated here, so the total count is 2, but there is no new customer available, right, or new user available, so that's why the percentage is 0. If you see for 7 January we have one record, and the user ID is 333, which is new, so that's why we have a total of 3 users, right? And only one user ID is new, so 1 by 3 is 33%. So in this way you need to create this table and you need to populate this data. Okay, simple, right? I hope this question is clear. So you need to find out the total users and the new users from this table. Okay, let's just jump into the solution. Okay, so we have this data, right? So we have this data. How we are going to do that? What is the approach? The approach would be, let's say, so we have one table, so let's do a self join. So self join on the same table, right? So I'm writing select star from table as 1, and let's say inner join with the same table, right? So TBL as B. Now the condition, right? What condition, on which condition I need to join the same table? The condition would be, let's think about that. Let's say for each and every updated date, for each and every date, we need to find out how many records are there from this date to the first date, right? So for like you think like from this date, how many records are there from the starting date? So for 3rd January to 1st January, how many records are there? The similar way, let's think about for 08 January, like 8th January, how many records are there from the starting date? Okay, so let's just find it out. So the condition would be on. So if I write like a dot updated date, okay, greater than equals to b dot updated date. Just see the code, then probably I will explain what is happening. So what I'm saying, for each and every updated date from this A table, find out how many records are there from that starting point. So let's say for this particular date, right? For this particular date, how many records are there from the starting date? Okay. So how it would be, basically, let's just select all of them. Okay. So if I'm selecting all of them from A table and B table, so just try to run this. Okay. And let's take an order by, A dot updated date. Okay. Just run this. So if I run this, so think about this, for 0101, right, we have 4 records. Why? Because let's say for this 01, right, so for this record greater than equals to b dot updated date. So it will match with both these two records. Then how many records we will be getting? For this one, for this record, I'll be getting 2 records if I join with this condition. And for this record also, I'll be getting 2 records. So total 4 records will come, right? Total 4 records will come, right? For 333, let's say for this one, for 333, how many records will be there for this one? B dot updated date. So how many records are there which are, for this particular record, how many records are less than this particular record, right? That's why it is like this, right? A dot updated at greater than equals to B dot updated. So how many records are there which are less than this? So less than equal to this, right? So basically for this particular record, how many records will get matched with this condition? Is basically this one will get matched, this one will get matched, this one will get matched, and this one also will get matched. So how many records we will be getting? So total 4 records we will be getting, right? So if you see, we will be getting, so for greater than equals to, we'll be getting this one, right? So if you see, for 333, we'll be getting how many records are there greater than this one, right? So basically, if you think about it, so this value will get matched, this value will get matched, and this, both the two will get matched. So if you see, so see this one till this point, right? So this, all the 4 values will be getting matched. Even if you think for 08 also, total 5 values will be getting matched, right? So if you see, there are 5 values which are getting matched, right? Correct, right? So see, in this way you can find out how many records are there from that point, from the starting point to till that point. Okay, hope this is clear. Now what I'm going to do is basically I won't select all of them. I'll take updated date, okay, and I'll take let's say from this B table I'll take the user ID. Okay, so if I run this updated date, right? Yeah. So if I run this, so we'll be getting the updated date along with the user ID from the B table. Now, so we are gonna do? So what we need to find out? First, we are only finding out the total users, right? Per date. So per date, how many total users are there? So think about this. So what we're gonna do is, so I'm just giving an enter. So here we'll be writing. So let's say if I, for each and every date, if I take the count, then we'll be getting the total users. But if you see, so this 111 is getting duplicated, right? So we'll be taking the distinct count. So what I'm going to do is I'll be taking the distinct b dot user id as total users, okay, and from this then group by a dot updated date, right? So if I run this now, we'll be getting the user id, I mean updated date and total users. Okay, so for each date, how many total users are there, we'll be getting that. Okay, is this clear? I think this is clear till that point. So after that, what we need to find out is, we need to find out the percentage of users, like new users, how many new users are there, and what is the percentage, right? So for that case, let's think about it. So we'll be getting the total users. So we have already got the total users here. So now what we are going to do is, we will take the lag. Okay, lag of what? Lag of this count. Okay, so if I'm taking the count, and what I'm going to do is, I'll be putting order by, sorry, order by what? Updated date. That is nothing but a dot updated date, right? So if I take this, right, so as lagged, let's say lagged, um, let's say lag total users. Okay, so if I run this, so what I've taken is lag of count, that count that we have got from the previous run, right? So that count I have taken the lag of it, and the first value I'm assigning it 0, and I'm taking order by updated it. So this will be like this. So think about it, that we have got the total user for each and every date, right? So if there is a a new user for a particular date, so the count will be a one, like count will be increased from the previous date, right? So if we take a if we subtract this two, so we'll be getting the new user count, right? So that's why what I'm going to do is, so basically I'm just saying it again. So basically, so we have got the total users for each and every date. Now if I take a lag of that particular count, so if both of them, like for a particular date, if it is greater than the previous date, so that means if you take the difference, then that will be the count of new users. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, so just subtract these values, basically count minus this lag count. Okay, so if I subtract these two, we'll be getting the new user count, right? So you'll be getting new users count. So if I run this now, so we'll be getting the new users. So why I have put 0 in the first, because whatever the count is, so both of them will be new users. So both of, like whatever the count is, so the people, the number of people will be the new users, right? So this, from the second onwards, if you subtract this two, total users minus lag total users, so that will be the new user count. Okay, so now we have got the new users, but we need to find out the percentage, right? So for getting the percentage, how we are going to do is basically is so take this, put this, and by the count, right? By the total count, right? So if you put here, if you do this, you won't be getting the answer. So put into 1.0, so it will give you the percentage, right? But you need to take you know make it per percentile, to make it like you should get it in the percentage. So just multiple 100 here. So if you multiple 100, then you'll be getting the percentage here. And after getting that, just we don't need that that many of decimal numbers. So what is the meaning of this? If you multiple 1.0, so that will give you the decimal value, right? And if you multiple 100 with the whole total expression, so it will give you the percentage. Now we have got the percentage here, but we don't need that many of decimal values. So what we can do is we can cast this information, cast this, as decimal 10, 2. Okay. So if I, what happened? Uh, what happened? Yep. So what is the error? Syntax 10, oh great. Right. So we got 10, 2, right? So if I run this now, we'll be getting the percentage. So I'll be putting like new users percentage. Okay, so if I run this code now, so we'll be getting the new user percentage. So probably we don't need this column. So it's basically like, can omit this. So we'll be getting the new user count. So this is the same output that we have talked about before. So this is the updated date and the total user and new users. I hope the solution is clear. It's pretty simple. So I'm just telling you once again, what you need to do is, first is you just need to make a self join between the two tables to identify that how many users are there from that point. So basically like what we did in the first. So I'm just telling you once again. So select star from TBL. So this was our data, right? This was our data. So what we are talking about for each every date. So for this date, you just need to see, you need to join this data. You need to see how many records are there before the particular date, including this date, right? That is the logic, right? So for this date, how many records will be there? So these are the records. For this records, how many records will be there? So in this way, you just need to find out how many records are there before that, and you need to take the count of distinct user ID. Okay, to find out the total users. Pretty simple. And if you are able to find out total users, then probably after that you just need to take the lag function on the count to get the you know uh, lagged value of the total count. And if you subtract the count from the lagged count, then you will be getting the new user count. So if you get the new user count, it is very easy, right? You can get the percentage by using this division and multiplying by 1 to 0. And after that, if you multiply 100, you'll be getting the you will be getting the percentage. Okay, this is a simple solution. You can at least try how you can get this. So if you like the video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel, and please share with your friends. And if you are interested in knowing various questions, please let me know in the comment section, so I'll create more videos on in the topic of SQL. So if you want to know something, just ping me. Till then, thank you, bye.